So today we look at the business aspect of promoting cooperatives. So let's get the context in which we are working very clearly. Who are the players, stakeholders? So we are talking about it from the point of view of the promoting agency. So there is an external promoting agency whose mission is to set up good cooperatives. Of course, the cooperatives themselves are separate from the promoting agency and they are owned, managed by the farmers eventually. We are talking about the initial stages where most of the challenges rise. So let's see what kind of business models are suitable in the initial stages for cooperatives. So there are four models that we are going to discuss and something about a business model for the inputs. So if we are looking at business, we have to ask a very simple question. What are the competitive advantages that a group of farmers have that some other business entity does not have? And similarly, what are the disadvantages that such a group has? So to begin, a group of farmers, obviously their strength lies in numbers. So the more the number of farmers that get involved in the cooperative, the larger their market presence is, the better they can negotiate with the external world and so on. What are the challenges that they have, which the promoting agency has to overcome? There are several. First, lack of capital. We are always talking about small farmers who do not have enough capital to invest in a business entity. The second challenge which is there is a lack of information about markets. The third challenge is that in the beginning we are actually dealing with commodities, agricultural commodities. Agricultural commodities are very volatile. The prices go up and down, and unless we have a clear strategy of managing the risk, the cooperatives are likely to fail. So having set the context, let's look at ways of making the cooperative viable.